The main character calls out to Shimizu-san, "Time to go home." The blonde girl, resting her head on the bench, has no reaction at all. He thinks about how he should try to wake her up and considers getting closer, but just as he's about to, someone calls out, "Daiki, how can you just sit near her like that?" This person is Shunya. The main character says, "What a rude thing to say," but Shunya replies, "She's a delinquent. It's natural to be afraid, really. Earlier, it was clear." "Shimizu-san, how many times have I asked you to get your hair dyed black?" the teacher demanded. The girl replied, "No way. I'm changing to a different color." The teacher got very angry, but seeing the look in her eyes, she soon returned to her place. The main character's friend, freaking out, tells him about all this. "I see she's asleep now. It's fine," the main character says. "So what? That makes her less scary," his friend retorts. The main character replies, "You're the only one who says that. Anyway, what's the deal with hiding away just to come here?" "Glad you asked," Shunya says. "I like Saito-san." The main character doesn't know much about the girl, given that she doesn't stand out, but his friend asks, "Is there anyone you like?" The main character's reply is simple. "No, that's boring. I don't care about love and don't have any ambitions. I've never seriously dedicated myself to anything. I just live an ordinary life." Unlike him, Shunya takes these things very seriously, which occasionally makes the main character feel lonely. "So, if you're not into anyone, is there any kind of girl you're drawn to?" Shunya asks. The main character thinks, "I've never pictured myself in a relationship. A kind of girl I'm drawn to looks like a princess, maybe someone with a classic style." "Could you be more specific?" Shunya presses. "A person who wears a uniform as it should be," the main character answers. "Black hair would be a plus. Long hair, I guess." "What about accessories?" "They're permitted at school as long as they're not too showy," Shunya says. "Someone who doesn't draw too much attention is fine," the main character replies. "So, you picked the simple route," Shunya says. "Nice, it's getting interesting. What comes next?" They talk about clubs, and Shunya realizes it's late. "I have to hurry to the club." "Take care," he says. The next day, the main character notices Shimizu-san hasn't arrived and seems to be running late. Everyone outside the door is in shock. "What's that? It can't be." "Avoid eye contact, always so bold, so scary," they whisper. The main character looks towards someone, and it's none other than Shimizu-san. She's changed her dress and dyed her hair. He thinks about their conversation yesterday and muses, "Perfect, amazing, but I still feel some kind of coincidence." Startled as she faces him, he says her name, and they lock eyes. She looks upset, or so he thinks. "It's over for me," he worries. The teacher announces, "Let's start with the classes." The arts class begins, and as Shimizu-san sits, looking disappointed, he wonders, "What just happened? Did I mess up with Shimizu-san? I thought I was behaving normally, or maybe not." The art teacher says, "Today, you'll be working in pairs. Pair up with the person next to you and decide who will draw first." The main character says to her, "I'm counting on you, Shimizu-san. Do you want to be the first to draw, or would you rather go afterward?" She replies, "The order doesn't matter. Do as you wish." He thinks, seems like the classic response. "Can I go first?" he asks. "Yep, not that I mind, but did something catching happen today?" she asks. The teacher interrupts, "Have you decided who will model? We'll start in 10 minutes. While posing, try to maintain a relaxed posture. We'll start as soon as you're ready." The main character is to draw, and Shimizu-san will model. "Shimizu-san, are you feeling okay in this position?" he asks. "Of course, it's simpler like this. Or would you like me to put my hands on my knees?" she responds. "It's fine if you're comfortable this way," he says. "Okay, then," she agrees. The teacher says, "Awesome, let's start now." The main character begins staring and drawing. He looks at her legs and thighs to sketch them, but she says, "Hey, why did you suddenly stop?" He hesitates as she twists her hair and flicks it back, looking stunning. "Shimizu-san, I'll be drawing your face now, so stay in position and look at me," he says. She's startled. "Hey, but this," he can't understand her. "Wait a minute," she says. "If your face starts to ache, just let me know." "It's not a big issue," he assures her. "Huh? What was that?" She has a blank expression, then looks at him with a deadly stare. He thinks, Oh, she's just angry. She looks away, saying, hold off on the face for now. I need to prepare. There's still so much to do. Okay, got it. I'll draw another area, so I'll move a bit down, he says, looking toward her chest. She covers herself, yelling his name. Where do you think you're staring? A bit below your face. Why are you gazing over here? He replies. I have no bad intentions, he insists. Is that so? Really? Could you say that again? That you have no bad intentions? She challenges. He thinks, being observed this way by someone of the opposite gender is awkward, isn't it? Though he has no bad intentions, he says, okay, well. He hesitates, then admits, Shimizu-san, I lied. She's startled. I said I had no bad intentions, but maybe I did have a little, or maybe even more than that. I'm sorry, he explains. So, you saw that part of my body and had some lewd thoughts? I'll forgive you this time. I was feeling a bit nervous, you know. There's one condition, though, she says. A condition? He asks, confused. From now on, I won't move, so make sure to draw me well, she demands. He nods. Don't worry, I'll make sure to do a good job. With 3 minutes left, he's almost finished, just missing the face. I'll now be drawing your face, okay? He says. She makes a scary expression. Sure, go for it. He thinks, I don't believe it needs to be so intense. He asks her to calm down. Am I looking nervous? My face looks quite stern, she asks. Hold on. Then, she says, taking a deep breath. Her face darkens. He thinks, it hasn't changed much. She twists her hair again, saying, nothing seems to be working. Talking might help her relax, he thinks. The black hair looks great on you, Shimizu-san, he says. She looks at him blankly, then freaks out with embarrassment. Don't say stuff like that out of the blue. I thought you hadn't even noticed. What was the reason for choosing black, he asks. It's nothing special. Just draw already, will you? She snaps. He laughs behind the page. What's so funny, she demands. Nothing really. I just didn't expect you to make such funny expressions. I've been enjoying myself since we started chatting, he says. Her flustered face calms down. Do you say that to everyone? She asks. He thinks, then says nonchalantly, I'm just saying this for the first time. She relaxes more. We're short on time, so get on with it. Keep drawing, okay? As the picture is finished, he says, good to see that she's a bit more at ease. Everyone's finished. You can now relax. Thanks for posing as my model, Shimizu-san. It was nothing, she replies. Let me have a look then. She examines the painting. What do you think, he asks. Anyone who sees it will realize it's me. I have a question about your drawing, though. What's with these thin lines on my face? She asks, referring to the blush near her eyes. I just drew what I saw. Does it look bad? He asks. It makes her blush even more. The teacher announces the rest period has ended. Change places. You have 10 minutes to draw your partner now. The main character is now the model. Do you want me to take a particular pose? He asks. It's up to you, she says, flustered, drawing him. Don't look at me so seriously. He still stares but asks, so, should I face that way? Look at me. Wait, don't look, she says, unconcerned. On her way home, she flicks her hair, remembering his compliments about it. The day Shimizu-san dyed her hair back was the day his routines began to shift. Another day, his friend says, handmade lunches, they're the best. The main character doesn't understand. What's up with you all of a sudden? Daiki, you're raised on sandwiches from the cafeteria, aren't you? Shunya teases. Well, I always wake up tired. No way I can make lunch, Daiki replies. In that case, if the girl you like makes your lunch, would you take it? How would you react? Shunya asks. That would make me really happy, Daiki says. Right? Even better if it's something you wanted. You seem really excited, Shunya says. I wish it were an omelet or Maggie, something related to pork. It would be a dream to get a lunch every now and then, Daiki says. By the way, we have cooking classes tomorrow, Shunya reminds him. That's right. If I were in Saito-san's group, I could taste her food, Daiki says. It would be nice to cook together. Are you interested? Shunya asks. I often do it on my own. Sometimes I wish I could cook with someone else. My sister never helps with household chores, Daiki says. Oh, it would be great to cook with someone like you, Shunya teases. No, not necessarily with someone I like. Would it be better to cook with someone I have a crush on? Daiki wonders. The delinquent girl, Shimizu-san writes all this at high speed. Is there a girl in your group, Daiki? Shunya asks. For now, it's just Shimizu-san, Daiki replies. I don't remember ever seeing her in cooking classes, Shunya says. Daiki, a bit optimistic, says, it'll be fun together. We're going to make sautéed vegetables. Let's do our best. The next day, in cooking class, everyone says, as we decided, we'll make sautéed vegetables. The group will split into different roles, so everything runs well. Here comes Shimizu-san, and everyone is in shock. Shimizu-san? She's never come to class before. Why today? So scary. The main character waves to her. We're in the same group. Let's do our best. Also, the apron looks very good on you. She smiles, blushing, and the teacher says, you can start now. Others ask, who'll cut the ingredients? I will, Daiki says. Are you sure? You're alone, though. It's quite a task, someone says. I always get it. I'll help you, Shimizu-san offers. Other students tremble. She says, I'm going to cut the vegetables and ingredients as well. I'll go faster if we work together. Besides, if I don't help, they'll say I didn't do anything. Daiki appreciates her help. Do you like to cook? He asks. She trembles nervously. Count on me, she says, and he finds it cute. He wonders what she was thinking during her break. Will you be okay? Do you really think you can do it? He asks. Leave it to me, she says, then goes blank. I'm really worried. It'd be cruel to leave her alone. I don't see why I doubt her, but I don't know, he thinks. Let's work together, Shimizu-san. How about we divide it by shift, he suggests. Yes, I've got it, she agrees. Shimizu-san, would you mind starting with the cabbage? Just adjust it to a more suitable size, he says. Got it, she replies. He starts with a carrot. She places the cabbage down with full force on the cutting table and grabs a knife in a stabbing pose. Daiki sweats, saying in a trembling voice, Shimizu-san, could you lower the knife for a moment? She doesn't understand. Yes. What were you about to do, she asks. What are you talking about? Weren't we cutting the cabbage? She replies. Okay, but that's not how you should hold the knife, he says, demonstrating chef's grip. She says, trembling, I was nervous. I always hold it like this, you know. Indeed, cooking in front of people can be tricky, he says. Exactly, but I'm okay now. Shall I go on? She asks. Any doubts, feel free to ask me, he replies. She starts cutting the cabbage with precision, but he stops her. Wait, what's going on? She asks. What way of chopping is that? He says. I was going to cut it into small strips, she explains. It's not exactly wrong, but we're doing sautéed vegetables today. It shouldn't be thin, he says. She's confused. Really? He thinks. It almost ended up as sorted vegetables and grated cabbage. What's the right size? She asks. I'll show you. First, cut the vegetable in half to make it more suitable, he says. She tries and does in one go. Like this? She asks. Well done, he says. Maintain the pace while cutting. She understands and cuts everything into perfect sizes. Next is the onion. As she picks it up, Daiki thinks his part is almost done and wants her to work quickly. Keep your left hand like a cat's paw, he says. A cat's paw? She wonders. I forgot to mention earlier. Look like this, he says, making a cute cat pose. So embarrassing, he thinks. You didn't need to do it with both hands, she says, taking a boxing pose. Like this. He stares blankly, thinking, you go to kill someone, aren't you? Wait, isn't this correct? She asks. Don't worry, it's all right, he says. It looked like a fight was about to break out. Do you cut it like this? Yep, that's all right, he confirms. But maybe adjust the cat's paw position. Where do I position it? She asks. Let's see. Position your middle and index finger at the center of the knife, he explains at length. How am I going to do that? She asks. He gets an idea. The ideal would be for you to try it yourself. He says abruptly, lend me your hand for a minute. She puts her hands in front of her face, blushing. What? What are you planning to do? I'll show you how to position your hands. I thought of holding them to show you how it's done, he says, then thinks she probably doesn't like being taught. He apologizes. If I made you uneasy, no problem. I said it's okay. You can take my hand and teach me, she says. He's shocked. Are you sure? We can't go back now, she insists. He takes her hand, and she's amazed or surprised. He teaches her how to cut vegetables. Everyone watches in shock. She snaps. Has anyone lost anything here? Everyone scatters, scared. All good? Not putting too much pressure? He asks. Ugh, this shouldn't be like this. Something's wrong, she says. He apologizes, but she says, I feel like I'm causing trouble. Don't worry. Nothing is perfect right away. Place the blade where you want to make the cut. Keep your hands like a cat's paw. Now, start cutting like this. You're nailing it, he encourages. The onion is chopped. He thinks, I was nervous at first seeing her, but a noise interrupts, and he sees Shimizu-san has mastered the cat's paw technique. He's shocked, thinking she looks like a kitten. How cute. She doesn't understand what's wrong. Nothing beyond perfect, he says, happy. Shall we cut the rest now? He asks. Sure, I'll handle it, she says. Both are excited as the sautéed vegetables are made. So delicious. At the beginning, I thought it might go wrong, but I'm glad we managed. Enjoy your meal, he says. She joins her hands and munches. It turned out great, right? She says proudly. What a relief. So flavorful, he thinks. She asks, Can I ask you something? How did you feel about cooking with me? He's bland. How do I feel? I must admit, at first, I was afraid you might get hurt. She feels down, but he adds, However, I'm so happy we got to cook together. It was a blast. I was happy it was fun because you really put in the effort. It would be nice if we could do this again in the next class. She stammers, blushing, rolling her hair. Well, if you want, we can do it again. He smiles and laughs. What's so funny? She asks. I thought you'd turn me down, but I'm counting on you next time, Shimizu, he says. She proudly says, Yes, it can't be helped. One of my wishes has come true. He laughs again. That night at Shimizu-san's house, she's in the bathtub, thinking, it wasn't supposed to be like this. She recalls being tutored by him. I just wanted to prove I could cook, but I didn't expect his hand to be this strong. But he said he enjoyed cooking with me. She blushes so hard she splashes water on her face, thinking, wait, he could have said that to anyone. She slaps herself. No, there's no way. There has to be something. She overheard him and his friend talking about how handmade lunches are the best and would make him happy. Her sister joins the bath. Kay, your precious sister is here. Shimizu-san is startled. Did I scare you? Want me to wash your back? Her sister asks. No, wait for me to finish. I wanted to talk, Shimizu-san says. If you don't want to discuss truants, can't we talk about something else? Is there anything I can help with? Your lovely sister can advise you on romance, or maybe romance, or perhaps romance. Her sister teases. Is giving advice about romance all you're good at? Shimizu-san asks. Yeah, I have something important in mind, she says, telling her everything. Her sister says, I totally get it. You want to impress a boy who's helped you a lot by showcasing your cooking skills, which is why you want to make lunch for him. To sum it up, you're going to cook fried pork with ginger. They make the dish, but it's a chemical mess. Even her sister doesn't know what it is. I think I messed up a bit, Shimizu-san says. Just a bit, her sister replies. No need to worry. It's still just the first step. You really say that after what I did? Shimizu-san asks. Don't give up. Your sister is here for you. Fight with both hands, her sister encourages. The next day, Shimizu-san shows her delinquency with a knife, chopping with non-cooking force. Aren't you supposed to be only cutting the tendons? It's so tiny. Weren't you supposed to make fried pork? It's completely wrong, her sister says. We still have some pork left. Be more careful this time. Chop it better, then let it dry on low heat, her sister instructs. It looks like slime. No idea, her sister says, tasting it. It doesn't taste like pork or ginger at all. Is there another way to thank him? Shimizu-san asks. You don't have to push yourself. We can save lunch for another day, her sister suggests. No, I want to learn how to prepare lunch now, Shimizu-san insists. Why, her sister asks. I want to thank him right away and see his satisfied expression, Shimizu-san says, imagining Daiki smiling. Her sister is surprised and silent. It's all about returning the favor right away. It's hard to bear the thought that I can't achieve this, Shimizu-san continues. Then you need to give your best. Let's fight, her sister says. They work hard for a week. In the end, her sister looks drained. You did put in some effort. At least it has the right shape, she says. Stop. You're making me sadder, Shimizu-san says. It's time for school. No time to eat. I'll just take it away. Even though Mom prepared lunch, it's not good to waste food, her sister says. Okay, Shimizu-san says, packing it up. She thinks, I'll stop making lunch. There's no way to eat this. No matter how kind he is, even he wouldn't want this. But her sister says, don't lose heart. The kitchen is all about love. What about the burnt pieces? Shimizu-san asks. Prepared with so much love, her sister replies. At school, Shimizu-san thinks about love, hoping he'll like it. Sitting beside Daiki, she notices he's down. What's wrong? You seem a bit down, she says. He apologizes. Shimizu-san, it's all right. I left my wallet home, so I ended up missing lunch. Can't you get your friend Matsuo to help? She asks. Shunya has a meeting at the football club today. Like I said, I ended up not having lunch. I apologize for worrying you, Shimizu-san. He says. It doesn't worry me, she says, looking at both tiffins. She hands him a lunchbox. He's shocked. Shimizu-san, what's this bento? It's for you, she says. Huh? I'm saying this bento is yours now, she clarifies. I'm really glad. But what about you, Shimizu-san? He asks. My portion is here, she says, showing another one. My parents prepared this one, so it'll be all right. He thinks, wait, then whose is the other one? It doesn't matter. I'm giving it to you simply for helping me in cooking classes. Anyway, I can't finish 2 bentos, so don't stress about it, she says. Got it. If Shimizu-san has her portion, then it's time for me to eat. I appreciate your gesture, he says. There's no problem, she says, opening her box. All right, I'll eat as well. She's startled, realizing this isn't the lunch she made. The bentos got exchanged. Worried, she thinks, he hasn't opened it yet. I need to switch them quickly. How do I take it back after handing it to him? It's a complete disaster. He opens the bento and sees it's all burned, looking like charcoal. He joins his hands. Okay, I'll taste it now. She panics, thinking he didn't notice. He says, bon appetit, and starts eating. She's stressed, but he eats like it's no big deal. Is he going to be all right? Even I wouldn't eat it. It's dangerous, she thinks. Shimizu-san, it's hard to eat with someone staring so much, he says. Are you okay? She asks. Why, he responds. She stammers. You're not feeling pressure to eat it, are you? Did you add any seasoning to the pork that you normally wouldn't? He asks. She's shocked he recognized it as pork. I didn't add anything. Did you not notice anything while eating? No, he says. Could it be that love is the flavor of despair? I feel despair just thinking about it, she says. I like roasted ginger. That's why I get emotional when I eat it, he says. If you think it's bad, just say so, she urges. Why? I can't really say that, you know. After all, Shimizu-san went out of her way to prepare lunch for me, he says. She's startled. Huh? Why do you think it was the one made by me? Because you asked if I thought it was bad. If you hadn't said that, it wouldn't be you who prepared it, Shimizu-san, he explains. She's speechless. So that's the case. It's really fine for me to eat the lunch you put so much effort into making, he says. She thinks he paid so much attention to me. I cooked it because I wanted you to eat it. I'm so happy you got to eat this. But she blushes, saying, I can't. It makes me feel embarrassed. He says her name. It's okay. I said it's okay. I prepared the lunch on a whim, that's it. I gave it to you because I didn't think I could eat all by myself, she says. But you still worked hard to make them, right? He says. She's startled. In the past few days, you seemed a bit down, but after seeing you today, Shimizu-san, I think it's related to the lunch you made. Since we were together on the day of the cooking classes, I immediately noticed how much you effectively improved. You put a lot of effort into this, he says. She looks at his smile, thinking cooking is, after all about love. He picks up regulation. Oh, this omelet tastes great as well. There are so many different flavors. She interrupts. That's enough. Just be quiet and eat. He finishes. Thanks for the meal. Can you pass me the box? She asks. I like to wash it and return it clean. Is that okay? He says. I mentioned this bento is a gesture of gratitude for the cooking lesson, so you could take advantage of the goodwill, she says. Sure. Thank you again for the food, Shimizu-san, he says. It's nothing, she replies. One more thing, he says. What is it, she asks. Thank you for feeding me today. I was in trouble, and you helped me a lot. I'm really happy to eat a lunch that Shimizu-san made. I'll compensate you next time, he says. I'm really happy. I'm really happy, rings in her mind, and she feels drawn to him. Shimizu-san, are you okay? He asks. You don't need to thank me, but if I made another bento, just for the sake of it, would you eat it as well? She asks. Sure. I can't really wait for it, he says. That night, in bed, she thinks the bento. He looks satisfied. Blushing, she rolls in bed, saying, I'm so happy. Looks like this is what love is. I'm going to make him another bento. Reading a cookery book, she thinks, I handed him the bento, but I'm not completely satisfied with the results. So, I'll try again next time. Both the appearance and taste will surprise him with great and perfect flavor. She imagines him saying, it was unbelievably tasty, Shimizu-san. Will he request a bento from that day forward for every single day? We'll be able to get even closer. I'm happy I was able to thank him for the help in cooking classes. It'll be easier to express myself next time we talk. As long as everything stays on track, I'll be able to thank him the same way, she thinks. Her sister interrupts. I heard you managed to thank him for the cooking class. Is that right? Shimizu-san is startled. Who the hell said that? It's a secret. So, how did you thank him, and how did it go? Was there anything else besides the help in class? Her sister asks. I won't tell you, Shimizu-san says. Why? And what purpose? Her sister presses interested. So, tell me about the person you're interested in. Why don't you ever tell me anything? Not a chance, Shimizu-san replies. But I want to talk about romance with you. Isn't it fun? Her sister says. I don't want to. Besides, you're the only one having fun, Shimizu-san retorts. That's not true. I'm great at giving advice. Don't underestimate the experience of an older sister, even if it's just a 1-year difference. A year is still a year. Trust your sister, okay? You don't have faith in me, her sister says. That's because you're always talking with that weird attitude, Shimizu-san says. I hope you haven't forgotten. Your big sister helped you in the kitchen, you know? Don't you recall that I ate your awful meals too? Her sister teases. Shimizu-san is speechless. What type of person is he that you're interested in? Her sister asks. Hesitant, Shimizu-san says, just a bit, okay? It's Daiki Hondo. Her sister is startled that she already knew his name. He's incredibly pure and kind. He's quite unique, Shimizu-san says. Unique, yes. Daiki Hondo is a unique boy. Her sister agrees. She recalls a time when Daiki's friend said, Hondo, I need you to take care of the cleaning today. Switch with me. I must get back soon. I can't help it. No worries. I'll handle cleaning. Thanks. I'll make it up to you later, Daiki replied. Her sister thought, the impression I got from that boy, who I rarely met, was of someone shy and excessively kind. Whenever I saw him, he was helping someone even without engaging in any manner, not knowing each other's names nor having ever talked before. He didn't catch my attention. I saw him as a weak character rather than a kind person. Shimizu-san, known for rejecting people outright, once said, sorry, but I can't accept it. Why? Wait, is it love at first sight for all of them or what? A boy asked. What do you want? She snapped. Could you turn me down a bit more gently? Perhaps give it thought before saying something, he pleaded. I can't date someone whose name I don't even know, she said angrily. Just because you have a perfect face, you act so full of yourself, he said, starting to physically assault her. Someone yelled at him, Daiki. Excuse me, but I don't think it's right, he said, introducing himself. My name is Daiki. Shimizu-san thought, is he in his right mind? He suddenly started introducing himself. The boy demanded, tell me, what's your relationship with her? She's someone I just met, Daiki replied. Someone who's not even her friend, nor her boyfriend has no right to get involved in my confession, the boy argued. Daiki apologized. If everything were already all right, I would have let it go, but you grabbed her hand tightly. That's why I had to step in. I had to. The way she rejected me was horrible, the boy said. It's fine. You've done enough. I'll take care of it myself, Shimizu-san said. But Daiki said to the boy, "You shouldn't put a hand on her. This will make you become a bad person." The boy was startled. Daiki spent time convincing him, and he accepted his fault, admitting he got carried away. Shimizu-san said, "From now on, I'll watch my words more carefully. I'm really sorry." They made up, and Daiki said, "Good to hear," before leaving. She thought, wait, is he going to say something like, "I helped you, so let's date"? Otherwise, why would he help someone he doesn't even know? But Daiki said, "In any case, I'll take my leave." Her imaginations shattered. No, this is the normal thing to do. I'm just overreacting, she thought. She stopped him. "What's wrong?" he asked. "I wanted to ask you a question," she said, thinking, if it was just to help me, why do I feel something is bothering me? "Did you end up here by coincidence?" she asked. He was startled. "You wouldn't be here without a good reason. Do people actually get into dangerous situations without thinking beforehand?" She continued. "Well, that makes sense," he said. "How did you end up here?" she asked. "Actually, I was heading to class and saw you go to the back of the school with the boy. I knew he had a short temper, so I ended up worrying," he explained. "So, that's why you followed me?" she asked. "Yes," he confirmed. She was startled. "You really are a good person. For someone who's neither a good friend nor an acquaintance, not everyone would go to such lengths." "It's really not like that. I'm doing this for my own sake," he said. "Your own sake?" she asked. "If I didn't do anything and you ended up in trouble, I'd end up hating myself. That's why I chose to intervene," he explained. "And isn't that a good way to be?" she said. "People who are truly good are those who don't want to see others suffering. I do these things so I won't feel sad. I behave like this to prevent distress. That's all," he said. "That's why you took such a risk? Don't you mind getting hurt?" she asked. "That's also something I don't like, but the regret would be even more painful," he said. His words worked like magic on her. She thought, his sorrowful expressions worried me. Has he ever faced such intense regret? He continued, "That's the reason. Don't you forget about what happened here and continue on. If you keep acting this way, someday you'll end up suffering the consequences, you know," she warned. He was startled but said, "Thanks. I'll make sure to be careful." She thought, even though he says things like this, he'll likely do it again. What a peculiar boy. Since then, she began to see him in a new light due to his unprecedented nature. She started tracking him with her eyes wherever she encountered him. It wasn't what she had anticipated. Her sister said, "I realized something. You haven't thanked him yet for what he did." Shimizu-san was startled. "Well, that's true. Although we're in the same school now. Maybe because I dyed my hair blonde, he seemed to treat me as if it's the first time we're meeting." "Oh, so it might be more difficult to express gratitude now. Is that so? But now I want to get things right. During that time, I was unable to say a word of thanks. It's something that's been troubling me for quite a while. I wonder if he has already forgotten about it," she said. "Hey, Daiki is a nice guy, don't you think? I can see why you like him," her sister said. "No, that's not what I meant. I thought we were talking about how unique he was, remember?" Shimizu-san clarified. "Well, sure. He's a unique boy. That's why you're interested, right?" her sister teased. Shimizu-san blushed. "Be quiet. As for expressing gratitude, why not use another method?" her sister suggested. "Another method?" Shimizu-san wondered. "Invite him on a date," her sister said. Shimizu-san trembled, going into an absolute fever at the thought of a date. During her middle school days, Shimizu-san was very popular. People proposed to her every day. She would ask the boys if they knew each other or had talked before, but they'd say it was love at first sight. It was all about her looks, and no one cared about her inner self. "That's why, when I entered high school, I changed my appearance," she recalls. "It worked instantly. People stopped coming around. But one thing shocked her. The main character, Daiki, who said, 'Nice to meet you,' treated her like a total stranger. She thinks, it's not surprising he doesn't recognize me with such a drastic change. I wonder if he's even trying to avoid me. For now, it's fine." She overhears a conversation between Daiki and his friend, Matsuoka. Matsuoka asks, "Are you scared of her?" Daiki replies, "Why?" "Well, her blonde hair, while cool, breaks the rules. Plus, she gives you a death stare if you make eye contact. There are plenty of reasons she's scary," Matsuoka says, thinking no one's around. Shimizu-san is. Daiki starts to say something. Back in the present, Shimizu-san is blushing hard. Her sister teases, thinking about him. Daiki Hondo, right? No, that's not it, she protests. Your face can't hide it anymore, you know, her sister says. Sure, think whatever you want, Shimizu-san mutters. You're buying some cute outfit today to win him over, aren't you? Her sister asks. I don't think he's really into appearances or anything like that, Shimizu-san replies. Really? Tell me more about it. Her sister presses. I'm not telling you more. Anyway, there's another matter, Shimizu-san says. In the end, you want to look good for him, don't you? You're a girl, after all. Her sister insists that Shimizu-san accepts reluctantly. Well, hurry up, let's go. Don't pull me, her sister laughs. Shimizu-san thinks, I want to hear those words again. I was really happy. That's why, even on my days off, you fill my mind. At Daiki's home, his sister says, I have a mission for you today. What is it? He asks, washing dishes. I want my only chance to go to the shopping mall, she says. What do you mean right now? He asks. Once you arrive, get the game I reserved, okay? She explains. Why not you? He asks. She admits, I need to study. Actually, it's because I don't want to go out. Daiki thinks she's making a cute face, saying, you can't. But he accepts. Fine, I'll go. Thank you so much, she says, smiling brightly. He can't turn his little sister down, so he heads to Xenox Mall. He gets the game without issues and even receives a reward for reserving it. Now it's time to head back, he thinks. Then he spots Shimizu-san. She calls out, what brings you here? I knew it was you, Daiki says. Did you come to buy something? Well, kind of, she replies. Her sister chimes in, so you're Hondo? Cool, seems like it. Yep, I'm him, but who are you? Daiki asks, the Shimizu-san's sister says, I don't know who I am. Shimizu-san is shocked. Oh, are you Shimizu's sister? That's correct, but that's not all. Actually, I'm from your school. I'm the vice president of a student council. The supreme one, her sister declares. Daiki is startled. Is that so? I don't remember her. No need for such an exaggerated introduction, Shimizu-san says. So, Daiki, you came shopping too? Her sister asks. My sister asked me to, but I'm all done, so I can head back home, he replies. Her sister says, the day isn't over yet. Have you thought about something to do? Anything at home? Not really, he says. Why don't you have a date with us? She suggests, holding her sister in her arms. You know, in the pleasant atmosphere of a restaurant. At the restaurant, she notes, it's not crowded today. We got lucky. Seems like it, Daiki replies, thinking, I couldn't refuse, so I came along. What is her sister planning? Now that I think about it, is your little sister pretty? Her sister asks. Well, I might be biased, but yes, she's kind of cute, Daiki says. Who's prettier, her or me? Shimizu-san. She teases. Shimizu-san freaks out. What kind of question is that? Daiki replies, Shimizu-san isn't exactly pretty. I see her as more beautiful. These words hit Shimizu-san like a cannonball, leaving her blushing and mumbling. She stands up, saying, I'll get something to drink. Hey, don't forget mine. Tonic water, her sister calls. Leave me alone. Shimizu-san dashes away. She seems agitated. Daiki says, don't worry about it. It's all good, her sister says. But look at that. Shimizu-san is glancing at them from afar. What is she doing? She can't stop worrying about what we're talking about, her sister says. Is that so? She talks about you nonstop at home. You know, her sister reveals. Oh, that explains how you know my name, Daiki says, thinking, I wonder what she says about me. Shimizu-san went to get the drinks. She must have thought it'd be suspicious to take too long, her sister says as Shimizu-san returns quickly. Hurry and come back. She's got a totally serious face. I don't think she heard our conversation, her sister says. I hope she goes back to normal. Her sister continues. She's already beautiful, but lately, she's become even more stunning. Listen, that girl has been through a lot in her past and ended up completely distancing herself from everyone. That worried me, but she seems to be enjoying things lately, and that makes me really happy. I see, Daiki says. That's why. Daiki, I wanted to ask you a question. How do you feel about my sister? I want you to be completely honest. How do I feel about Shimizu-san? He thinks. We've been interacting a lot more lately. Shimizu-san is such a kind person, he says aloud. She and her sister hear this. We've been in the same class since first year. We usually sit together, so we ended up talking a lot. Shimizu-san never interrupts during conversations. She listens to the whole conversation and responds properly. She's a very good listener. At least, I believe she really makes an effort to understand what's being said to her. That's why I think she's a kind person, so strong in integrity. Her sister smiles. Integrity? I don't know about that. Not too long ago, she didn't follow school rules and colored her hair blonde. Knowing how Shimizu-san is, there must have been a reason for it, Daiki says. I get it. You really pay close attention to my sister. Do you mind doing a favor for me? Her sister asks. What is it? Daiki asks. It doesn't have to be all the time, but I'd like you to stay by her side. After she dyed her hair black, many eyes turned to her. I wonder, but I believe it's fine if it's you, her sister says. Daiki thinks about it and refuses outright. She can't understand why. Even if you don't ask me, I'll always be by her side, he says. I enjoy talking with Shimizu-san, so staying by her side, just because you ask, wouldn't make me wonder. Her sister is in a strange predicament. I see. Thank you, she says. Shimizu-san returns. Hey, what are you two talking about? They look at each other. Her sister says, nothing special. We were just wondering where to go after we eat. Really? Shimizu-san says suspiciously. Her sister winks at Daiki, and he agrees. Curious to find out what Daiki was going to say, her sister adds, Daiki says he likes talking to you, you know. Shimizu-san blushes even more. Haha, you're so easy to read, her sister teases. Hey, you shut up. Shimizu-san snaps mad. They get along so well, Daiki thinks. Her sister stands, saying, we're done eating, so now the real date begins. Where are we going? Daiki asks as she pushes him along. Shimizu-san thinks. He said I'm someone he enjoys talking to, a kind person. They're now shopping. Shimizu-san asks, is this the kind of clothes you like? Not exactly my preference. I like the comfortable type, Daiki replies. Comfortable? Is that so? Sorry for making you come shopping with me, she says. Her sister says, I just wanted a boy's opinion. Please help me. It's fine. I didn't have any other plans anyway, Daiki says. Shimizu-san, you're wearing pants again today, huh? You never wear skirts except for the school uniform, do you? Do you hate skirts? She asks. No, it's not like that. I'm not uninterested, but you prefer a modest style, right? He says. Did I say something like that? Oh, never mind. She replies. Her sister arrives. What about this one? I think it would look good on you. Shimizu-san's expression goes silent as she looks at the clothes. That's frilly stuff. It doesn't suit me. Choose something for yourself, then, she says. Okay, I'll try this one out, her sister says, leaving. Daiki notices Shimizu-san's sad expression and thinks, the feeling of liking something but not being able to take the next step. I think I understand it, kind of. Don't you want any clothes? He asks. I'm good for today, she replies. He suggests, it might be good to change your style sometimes for a change of pace, like when you're not with me or your sister. A change of pace, she says. Maybe I should think more casually about some things, too. Her sister returns. How do I look? She looks gorgeous in a modest outfit. Daiki's eyes are doting, as are Shimizu-san's, but Shimizu-san stares at him. I think it suits you very well, Daiki says. Shimizu-san glares. Did you hear that? He complimented me. Isn't this because it's a bit calculated? Her sister teases. Shimizu-san snaps. He said it suits you. Maybe I'll buy this and take it home. The situation stresses Shimizu-san as her sister picks clothes Daiki likes, and they have a romantic, complimentary conversation. It's killing Shimizu-san. She storms into the dressing room. Both are shocked and call out, but her sister says, you might see something good. Something good. Daiki wonders. She has a lot of good qualities, so I think she should have more confidence. It's true. Shimizu-san would look good in anything, right? I wonder what she'll come out wearing. Her sister says. 10 minutes later, they're still waiting. Hey, you must be done changing by now, right? Her sister calls. I finished changing, Shimizu-san says. Why aren't you coming out? Her sister asks. No way, a revealing outfit, her sister teases. That's not it. Shimizu-san yells. Are you in despair because you can't compete with your older sister's cuteness? Her sister jokes. No, that's not it either. I'm just not used to wearing this kind of thing, Shimizu-san says. Oh, so you're just embarrassed, her sister says. Daiki calls out, don't force yourself. As long as you checked and liked it yourself, that's all that matters. Blushing, she says, oh, I'm not forcing myself. Hey, if I'm wearing it, show us. Open up. She opens the curtains, revealing a beautiful dress. She looks absolutely gorgeous. Daiki blushes. How does it look? She asks. Her sister says, amazing. It's a good choice that makes the most of your good qualities. Is that so? What do you think? Shimizu-san asks Daiki. Startled, he stammers, sorry. It probably doesn't suit me after all, she says. No, it does suit you a lot, he says, trembling. That dress really suits you, Shimizu-san, and you look beautiful in it. She blushes intensely. What are you saying? Your regular clothes were nice too, but this is, I think, glued and lovely, he says that she's overwhelmed, blushing more. I'm going to change back, she says, trembling. Her sister notes, even for her, wearing a dress is so rare. Daiki is speechless after seeing her. They continue their date. Her sister says, so, you ended up buying that dress after all, didn't you? Yeah, now I can see it any time, but I won't wear it much, Shimizu-san says. They bicker, and Daiki thinks, so Shimizu-san bought it. I wonder if I'll ever get to see it again. Is there something you want to say? Shimizu-san asks. I was just thinking about how it really suits you, Daiki says. You're saying things so casually again, she says. Her sister teases, Daiki, this is where you say, I bought it for you to see. Shimizu-san flutters, blushing. Don't get the wrong idea. It's not because you said it suited me. It's just a change of pace. Her sister says, she isn't honest with herself. Shut up. Shimizu-san snaps. If Shimizu-san liked it and bought it, then it's all good, Daiki says. You were worried it didn't look good on you. But if you took the first step, that's really good. He thinks, I felt unsettled earlier, but I'm finally calming down now. He's blushing, thinking how cute Shimizu-san looked in the dress. She catches him looking, and he's flustered. It's nothing, he says. Her sister asks, hey, where should we go next? We're still going? We finished shopping quickly, Shimizu-san says. I got swept up and came along, but it's really fun. Daiki thinks, thanks to Shimizu-san, my days have been more lively than before. Okay, let's go to the arcade, her sister suggests. Seriously, Hondo, it'd be great if you came with us too, of course. Sure, Daiki says. Let's play a bit more before heading home. Maybe something is beginning to change for him as well.